Hey guys, what's going on? This is DS666 talking to you. This is pretty much a new thing for me right now. I recently just started doing game reviews, just pretty much little feedbacks, just in case some people don't know what to really get in the market right now. I know some people are sketchy about which games to buy, and wondering if it's even worth it or not and everything like that. So hopefully these reviews will pretty much come in handy for those that decide to get the game or not. But anyways, so one of the game reviews I'm gonna do today is pretty much Tatsunoko versus Capcom. Pretty much it's a new franchise coming up. Same thing related with X-Men versus Street Fighter, Marvel versus Capcom, etc. This game is specifically for the Wii, so pretty much it gives something new for any Wii console buyers and holders, But yeah, anyone that loves Street Fighter and Marvel vs. Capcom, this game will be perfect. Pretty much, this game is exactly like M versus C. Pretty much same concept, same flow. Only difference is this game actually has different characteristics and feel to the game. Like, I admit that Marvel vs. Capcom, is classic, and it's still considered one of the top versus games out there. But honestly, I have to give this game some credit as well. Pretty much, you have one side, all the Capcom characters. You have like old original characters such as like Ryu, Chun-Li, Alex, but now you have the Tatsunoko characters. Obviously, a lot of people won't know exactly who is actually in that side, but a lot of the characters you'll see in this game are pretty much famous characters from the anime series. You'll pretty much have, well, when you get the chance to actually take a chance and look at it, like, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But pretty much the game, same concept as NPC. But the one thing about it though is that combos with it is very, very smooth actually. Pretty much like going from maybe medium, low punch, low kick, and following it with a medium kick or anything like that. It flows perfectly. But the main thing that was very interesting about this game was that there are three main keys. So pretty much you have the obvious low, medium, high. But the thing about it though is that punch and kick is considered the same button, which is very odd. But at least like it kind of gives a different feel towards like what kind of moves you decide to do. But pretty much depending on what direction you move on the D-pad, you can decide to play with a classical move. Pretty much like you'll do a follow ordinary standard kick. For instance, with Ryu, if you hold forward with the low, you can do a standard punch. If you hold back with the low as well, it's a kick. But each one is still the same. If you were trying to do Hurricane Kick or Hadouken, follow with the same command, they'll flow perfectly, right? So obviously you can see here some footage gameplay. I decided to use Chun-Li and Ryu as my main. You can tell like how smoothly some of the moves are going. A lot of them I'm just following with low and medium, and then if I can just follow it with a high move. But you could convert your buttons differently. If you want to do any combination to maybe low, medium together, or like low, medium, high together. So there's a lot you can do. But pretty much like there's a lot of different features in this game. I have to say when it comes to supers, it's very amazing. Like obviously like it's a bit too much with the whole flashy artwork and all that stuff in the background. But honestly how the pretty much like over exaggerate the moves is honestly awesome, and I totally love it. And you can still tell like in my footage how I was able to rotate supers with Ryu and Chun-Li. Same concept as MVs. So pretty much you'll obviously will know like a lot of the standard moves in here are exactly the same as any other versus mode. But there are some additions to beating an opponent in this game. So pretty much like whenever you lose HP, you could tell there's another bar underneath the green. So pretty much you have a red bar. It still sticks as your HP. Once you rotate, depending on how long the red bar is, if your partner is still on the switch, you can still recover and maintain that same HP. Benefit about it though is that once you're actually out, depending on how high your red bar is, you can actually switch to I guess kind of like a turbo mode, I would call it. You can double the damage towards your opponent depending on how high the bar is. And that will literally help benefit you on trying to win a match and everything like that. When it comes to supers, you could tell how a lot is being shot out in these game clips. The best thing about it though is that depending on how high your level of the super bar is, the more powerful you can do your move. So obviously with Ryu, if you have just one bar for super, you could do a standard Shindu Hadouken or his super Hurricane kick. Or if you have a 3 bar, you can actually do a super Shoryuken, and it literally takes a lot of damage out there. Right? Same thing with Chun-Li. You could do pretty much anything depending on the same bars as depending on how many super bars you have left in the game. Anything else different with this one is that pretty much whatever you do in this could literally help benefit you in the game. Only negative thing about it though is that heading on to multiplayer, I know that he hasn't really created anything with like an Ethernet cable, Ethernet input or anything like that. But wirelessly, the Wi-Fi is completely hideous on this thing. It lags a lot. Hopefully they'll fix it up. But then again, like it also depends on either if you have the worst connection or your opponent has the worst connection. So it literally gives a lot of delay time. But you know, if worst comes to worst, you can always try to button smash this game or anything like that. But yeah, so if there's any people out there that are pretty much into like the fast-paced fighting, you know, then this game is honestly perfect. I enjoyed hardcore. I'm still trying to find people to play with, but online is still good. You could also do rank, you could do standard player matches, you could pretty much do whatever you want in the online. But yeah, so you know, the game, I honestly give it a good rating. Only bad thing about it is just the online, so hopefully they'll fix that. But yeah, you know, flashy, fantastic, character selections, great. You know, the types of supers you could do with each character is honestly amazing. So yeah, hopefully you might get a chance, and maybe this video can give a little brief detail of like if the game's even worth buying or anything like that. But honestly, in my personal opinion, it's honestly good to purchase, and if you want to rent it, go for it. It's still on a Blockbuster and anything like that. So yeah, hopefully this will be good, and I'll be coming back with you with more. Alright, take care guys. Peace.